Oh, hello wild ones. I'm here in this beautiful forest valley for the weekend and I've got my tarp and a LifeStraw. Let's go!
I'm feeling pretty traumatised this morning.
That's alright. It's not working, is it? Oh dear. Hi guys. I'm here for 2 nights. I've got my tarp, so if I manage to stay out for 2 nights, this will be the first time that I've done a multi-night trip with my tarp, so that'll be fun. And I've also brought with me a LifeStraw, so I'm not carrying any water while I'm hiking, which is a totally different way of hiking for me, but I'm really enjoying it because with my winter gear it's quite heavy and it's nice not to carry the weight of the water. And of course in winter I'm not needing as much water anyway while I'm hiking, not like summer. So it's the end of November at the moment, which means it is going to be dark in a couple hours, so let's go find some water. We'll give this straw a try and then find somewhere to pitch for the night. So you open the cap and drink through it. A lovely, cool, refreshing drink. Only trouble is, it's awkward as hell. It's just not practical to be getting down on the ground like this. For this reason, I have bought a little tiny collapsible cup. Much easier. Whether it defeats the object or not, having to carry a little cup as well with a LifeStraw, possibly. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fill up my water bottles from this stream because I do need a way of transporting water from the stream to where I'm pitching for the evening, and then we'll sort that water out when we're at camp. And I'm going to go get my tarp up because it'll be dark soon. This looks pretty good. DD Superlight, Ridgeline. Let's get it up. Cozy, I love it. So I've got a new bit of gear today. This is a DD Magic Carpet. I thought I'd bring it instead of my usual cheapy camo tarpaulin because that tends to let a little bit of water through when you're sitting on it, and everything's really wet at the moment. So hopefully this should be totally waterproof. It's the XL size, so see how we get on with it. All set up in here. Really liking that ground tarp. I think it's going to keep me nice and dry. I don't think anything's going to come through that. And I've got the tarp fairly low to the ground, maybe 3/4 of a metre, because I think it's going to rain and I don't want the rain coming in like last time when I tried with tarp. So yeah, really nice, love it. And look at my view. Right, I'm going to get these clothes back on. Then I'm going to show you how I intend to use the LifeStraw at camp. I've got my cook set here and I've actually bought 2 titanium pans. Now these pans, being titanium, are really light, so it's not much bother to bring 2. So I've got that to cook my pasta in, but what I thought was I could use this one for my water. I can just drink it straight from that. So that is my drinking cup, really. And of course for cooking I don't need to filter my water because the act of cooking itself, boiling it, is going to take out any nasties that might be in there. Rain started. Feels so dozy. It's only 6 o'clock, feels like 9 or 10. Just sitting around in the dark for hours, making me sleepy. But look at these stars, you guys. I'm so lucky. Such a beautiful night.
Morning, you guys. I'm feeling pretty traumatized this morning because look, a slug has attacked me in the night. I don't know if it's still in there somewhere. So I went to take my eye mask off and it was all stuck to my hair. So I don't know if there's like a dead slug in my hair now, and I'm kind of too scared to prod around to find out. I should have bought my little head bug net. I didn't bring it because it's winter. I should have. Oh, maybe it's in the hood. What am I supposed to do with this? I've got it on my hand as well. With dried up slug juice. Look, that's my pillow well slugged up. And here's the culprit. Unfortunately, I don't think he survived the ordeal. Anyway, slug traumas aside, I had a really nice sleep. I didn't wake up till 8 o'clock. And I must have slept really deeply to have a slug crawling over me and not notice. I don't think it even rained in the night. And I've been nice and sheltered down here as well. So I'm going to have a bit of breakfast, get packed up, and then we'll get on a little adventure up to this beautiful lake higher up in the valley.
So that's night one with the tarp all done. It was really gorgeous, and I loved using the DD Magic Carpet as a ground sheet. That worked really well. I'm really enjoying using the LifeStraw as well. It worked really well with a little pot at camp, and I love just having it on my waistband here, and I just have a drink from a stream or a puddle even, like whenever I want to. So that's really cool. I'm just trying to find a way through this tangled mass of woods onto a path, and we're heading up to the lake. We are currently on a really easy track up to the lake. It's really, really dark today. Like it feels like we've just got up in the morning and the sun's not quite up yet. It's gorgeous. So I think we'll go a bit further and stop for lunch, and then we'll get to the lake in the afternoon. Wow, look at that. Isn't it beautiful? So I'm just looking for some water now so I can make my lunch. I should have got some when we were at that little mini waterfall back there, but I did think to, so now I've got to find some. There is water down there, but that's going to be pure bog down there, so we'll stay a little bit higher. So I found water. The only thing is it's too exposed, windy up here. So I'm going to take water, put it in my bottle, and take it back down into the forest and have lunch down there. The lake that we're heading to later, by the way, is down there in that valley. Yeah. Let's get some water and go and eat. So I'm back down here in the woods. I'm going to stop for my lunch. I'm actually going to try and make a little tiny mini shelter with my ground tarp with the magic carpet. Don't know if it will work, but we'll try. Yeah, that's all right. It's just a tiny little bit of shelter so that I can cook out of the wind, and if the sky's open and there's a big downpour, I can sit and eat my lunch out the rain. Just a quick temporary thing, but I think that's all right actually. All fed and watered. It is 12:30, so I'm gonna get this down and get down to the lake because it's gonna be dark in a few hours again. It feels like it hasn't really gotten light yet. It's nice though. It's kind of moody. I like it. Right, let's go. It's a bit crazy in here, to be fair. I mean, can't be camping in here, look. All these trees coming down. Sketchy.
trouble I'm having is that it's a crazy mess of fallen trees in there. They look really unstable, it's not safe. And then out the tree, it's just kind of squelchy, and that's not safe either, because if the water level rises, it's just going to come over. They're beautiful though. So the lake is a no-go. There's just nowhere. It's all boggy and just crazy trees falling down everywhere. So gonna have to find somewhere else to pitch. So I better get moving on. Let's go. Alright guys, so I followed a track up through the forest and I've come out higher up here, and it's gorgeous. It's really, really pretty, but it's exposed to the wind. On the other hand, there's no big trees that can fall on me up here, and the ground looks a bit more promising, so I'm going to find somewhere to pitch. And it looks like we're going to have windy mountain views for the evening instead of the lake, but that is fine by me. I'm going to pitch here on the only fairly flat bit of ground I can find. So I'm going to whip up a tarp tent, I think, because of the wind. Tarp tent has never let me down, so I think it'll be fine. This is my favourite bit. Let's make magic happen. It's not working, is it? I don't know why it's not going up today. It doesn't want to go up here. I don't know why. The pole won't stay up. I don't understand why it's not short enough. I don't know if it's because of the heather it's back there, so it's going to be back a bit. There's nothing to peg it into. It's just air. What to do? I don't know. Ah! Oh god. Jesus Christ. Right. I need to think for a minute. Okay. I've had to give up on that idea. It just won't go up. It's like the ground's too holy and I can't get the pegs to hold, or because it's so lumpy, the tension's not right and it just won't hold itself up. So, and the thing is, because I've come away from the big trees, there's nothing here that I could sort of use with the top. But I wanted to be away from the big trees because then I don't have to worry about anything falling down. So it's not going particularly well. It's 2:30, so I've got about an hour. I'm not sure what to do, to be honest with you. Don't know. I think I'm going to have to head back down. But I think by the time I get down there, I'm going to be pitching in the dark. Look how gorgeous this is up here. Still not found anywhere to camp though. Okay, I think this might be flat enough down here. I really hope so, because I am knackered now. Let's try that again, shall we? Let's actually try and make some magic happen this time, instead of it just falling down. I can't make it any higher. That's the problem. If I could make the trekking pole higher, I can get more tension, but it won't go any higher, so I don't understand why my trekking pole won't go any higher than this, because this is the same brand that I've always used. Got some paracord here. I'm going to try and pull the back out some. It feels kind of rubbish. Right, let's try and get inside this bad boy. Get this ground sheet down. Pretty cool, huh? It's a bit of a jungle in here at the moment. So we are inside the tarp, and it's all right actually. If the pole comes down it's not the end of the world, because providing it stays pegged in, I'll stay dry and protected from the wind, so I'll just have to keep putting it up, but I think it will do for tonight. So I'm going to sort my stuff out. It's a little bit wonky donkey in here, but I think it'll be cosy once I'm in my little nook. I'm going to make dinner first though. Hey! Oh, feels like home now. Slugs are welcome. Not. That looks like a jellyfish. Never mind, eh? Oh god, look. Not ready. Not cool, you guys. Hello, you guys. I've had my dinner, so I'm gonna start getting ready for bed, I think. Hopefully I won't be murdered by a slug in my sleep. Only time will tell, so I will see you guys in the morning, hopefully. Bye! Morning, campers. It is the most gorgeous, still and soggy, drippy, but beautiful morning. I absolutely love it. I've had about 9 hours of sleep, which is amazing. I still sort of haven't woken up properly yet. But yeah, I'm well rested. The rain really came down last night, really heavy. And my tarp, bless it, stayed up all night with no assistance from myself at all. So I'm quite surprised about that actually, considering it's a bit floppy and not as taut as I'd like. It did absolutely fine. So yeah, that is another win for the tarp tent. It has still never let me down. It is sagging this morning because it's wet. And the thing is with tarp tents, although you get a lot of square footage on the ground, because it's a pyramid, when it starts to sag, the walls come in and it can feel a little bit claustrophobic. Also, the inside is covered in condensation, so it feels a bit like you can't really move because you don't want to touch the sides and get all your clothes all wet. It's a bit of a jumbled mess in there this morning, so I'm just sitting by the door and not looking at it, which is fine. I was having a bit of anxiety last night about slugs after the night before, so I put earplugs in, not because it was noisy. I actually wanted to listen out for rain so I could film it, but I ended up putting earplugs in because I was so worried about slugs going in my ears. Not the big fat ones, but the tiny, tiny little ones, and there's been a few little ones around this morning. I even had one on my hand, a tiny, cute little thing, but you just don't know where they're gonna slide into, so I thought if I at least block my ears up, that's something. Anyway, I'm just gonna continue sitting here for a little while and take in these beautiful views. It's so nice now that I'm not panicking about getting a shelter up, to be able to just sit and really appreciate where I am and all the nature that's surrounding me and just how very beautiful it is. And although this trip didn't go as planned, as it so often doesn't, I've ended up in an absolutely stunning camp spot, and I don't think I could have beaten this actually, down by the lake, so I'm really pleased. And it just goes to show, if things aren't going to plan, don't worry too much, because you might end up somewhere even more gorgeous. Just packing up now, and word of praise for the Outfit Hunker Bivvy. Always love the Outfit Hunker Bivvy bags. I've had my foot end sticking out from the tarp all night, taking a battering from that really heavy rain, and I stayed lovely and cozy and dry. My sleeping bag's all dry, so yeah, that's amazing. Also the ground tarp, what is it? DD Magic Carpet has done spectacularly well as well. Not let a drop of water through on some really soggy ground, so yeah, loving my gear on this trip, really good. I am on my way. Ain't it pretty? So a multi-night trip with a tarp is of course entirely possible, but it can be challenging, so I guess it depends how much frustration you're willing to deal with on a trip. But I have loved this weekend. It has been difficult at times, but it's also been nourishing and good for the soul, and I would rather any day to do this with my weekend than to sit at home scrolling through social media and watching rubbish on the TV. So I've got to hike back to my car now. I was thinking what I'm going to do for the rest of the hike is use my LifeStraw, as I'm assuming it's intended, so directly from the water source without a cup. So I will leave you with that, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.